Hello YouTube, it's Dave's Toy Cave, and today it's going to be a review on my USS Flagg from Gi Joe 1985. And I basically have dioramas set up here. It's pretty much how I usually display most of my stuff on YouTube. I would like to start doing a little more in detail reviewing, but basically we're going to go through this USS Flagg of mine. So yeah, I basically use it to display a lot of my stuff, you know, just because there's not a lot of room down here, and at the same time it just looks great. So I have had a little inspiration from other YouTube videos probably, so you might see some similar stuff. I don't know, I mean I got the Ghost Rider X19 here, which I thought is, you know, a very cool jet. Basically reminds me of like a Night Force type jet, and I do have Night Force figurines set up around here too, to give you guys an idea. So I got the pilot in there. We got this little thing on here too that looks great on the USS Flagg. And he's basically getting ready to load up a missile, another Night Force figure. So I think the Night Force figures go really well next to this jet, and it all goes so very well at the tip of the USS Flagg. So I also got the Dragonfly there because I don't have too much room right now. So he's hanging out there. And so outside on the deck, yeah, I mean, you know, you got the cannons that we're all possibly aware of. Those are the big cannons that they can tuck away, tuck out, come out. So pretty cool. This thing's huge. Like, it's so hard to even give you guys a perspective. So I got it on a 6-foot long table with a piece of cardboard underneath. So if you guys are wondering why it looks a little kind of ugly right there, this is the other side. I actually got a bit of a diving scene. You know, you got your wetsuits here. It's actually Torpedo and Wetsuit version 1, and I believe Wetsuit version 2 or maybe 3. Actually a really cool version. I wish I had them complete. Used to have them when I was younger. And they're in the Sky Shark, which is pretty cool, pretty rare. It's a pretty mint piece. So I'm happy with that. Pull back here a little. So my USS Flagg is pretty much 100% complete. Might be a couple little cracked pieces here and there, but it holds together beautifully, and it actually looks beautiful too. As far as the color and the stickers are actually really great. So I also got the Tomahawk on here, one of my favorite Gi Joe vehicles, with a little bit of a diorama scene going on. Look over here, we got Recondo and Rock and Roll. So they're all helping each other out. Came back from a battle, you know, against the Cobras. Here's the medic, basically arriving. Help these guys out. And of course the pilot's in the helicopter for the Tomahawk. Lift ticket, I believe. So can't forget about the Doc, who's there. Doc, the medic. And then I put a couple of these guys here. These are like Skyhawks or something, I believe. Sorry man, I've been buying so many different things, it's been getting hard to remember every name of everything at this point now. But Gi Joe is where I started it all, my collecting. But now I'm into the 80s toys completely. Everything that's from the 80s that was well done. Got a little scene there too with the safety boat, lifeboat. Got the bridge layer and the pilot from the hovercraft just hanging out in there. Let's keep going on the lower deck, well, on the main, you know, deck here. So we got Falcon basically coming out with prisoners. Cobra Commander's a prisoner, along with a Viper, Cobra Viper figure. So these guys, Falcon's bringing them in, man. Pretty cool scene, I thought. He's got the blade to his back, and he's got his arms up, and the other one's got his hands pretty much handcuffed. And I made a little scene with the crane over here. And I know it can be used for like the waters, or maybe for like a boat or something. Or me, I put a Gi Joe crate from probably around 84 or 85. And I put the rock and roll version 2 or 3 at this point, my goodness, I think, and this other guy. I don't know, I thought they looked like good hardware guys. So they're taking care of that. I thought that was pretty cool. The crane does work, it's fantastic. Gotta love features like that. And that's where I keep the piece for the F-16 jet, Sky Striker. I'm not using it on my diorama scene at the moment, so that's why you guys don't see it being used. And we got the fuel truck. This guy's backing it up. All these figures are extra figures for me. You know, you got Barbecue getting ready, just guiding him back so they can fill up the Sky Striker, which is absolutely gorgeous jet. Absolutely gorgeous. Sorry for the light. It's because it was also pretty dark in here, so I wanted to open the window, the blinds. Gassing up. Barbecue's doing his job. And I got these two guys back here fixing up the turbine on the jet, which it comes out of the Sky Striker, right? So that's pretty awesome. So that's the Sky Striker scene on the USS Flagg, getting gassed up. So as you can see, a nice big scene going on, you know. Enemies being captured. Gi Joe allies coming back from basically battle, injured. Some repairs, gassing up of the vehicles, reloading the jets, fighter jets and stuff. So yeah, I finally got this thing set up and on a table, so I'm going to take advantage and keep it up for a couple of years probably, as long as I can. But I have a young daughter who's growing, so she's getting older, and you know, who knows what's going to happen by then. So here's the other outer part in the front, so I can show you guys the back soon, because we're running out of time a little bit. So that's your 6 missile launcher that rotates. Fabulous. You got the I got an American version of this USS Flagg. Picked it up for about $1,100 Canadian. Very happy. These guys are discussing Sergeant Slaughter, and guess who is there? Yes, sneaking his way onto the USS Flagg, folks. No other but Storm Shadow. And I got the entire antenna set up, which is fantastic. It's super glued in one area, but it's complete, and I'm happy it holds together. And you got dial tone on the way up to actually go adjust some antenna stuff, so do some repairs, which I thought was a real nice touch, because there's like a little ladder up here that looks great. So yeah, it's basically my outside scene. I had things changed up a little bit. You can always add way more figures, but I was quite surprised at how many vehicles I can actually put on this thing without it feeling crowded, and I'm pretty happy with it like this. So let's wrap around here, because I've had this set up on the floor recently, so I couldn't see the back, and now I got a scene going for you guys, so let's check it out. Basically got the pilot of the USS Flagg and a couple of these higher ranking guys up here that I took out of my doubles. You got Chuckles back here with the Russian G.I. Joe figure. That was a nice touch. A little empty over here, not sure what to put for now. And over here we got a Wetsuit up against the wall. And you can see through the doors, see kind of the action that's going on the other side there. And then you got the weapons room, which, you know, I felt free to fill it up with weapons and gasoline and medic stuff and oxygen tanks and stuff for deep diving. And over here with the Red Star and I want to say mainframe. Mainframe's in here, yeah. And they're basically using the hardware here and stuff, and you know, guiding this big battleship, which is fantastic. So that's pretty much the inside of it. It's beautiful. I mean, the details is complete. I got all the accessories and stuff, and so I'm pretty happy, man. So that's it, guys.